Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, please take a moment to subscribe and hit that notification button so you will be notified the next time that I drop a video.
Yo, can I explain to y'all how important it is that when you hiring people, that you hire people that are qualified to do the job, that you do the proper background checking, which again, I didn't know shit about because I never had to write a resume before. I thought when people said something, they were saying the truth. Cause I am over here, I have been doing let me explain to y'all my expertise. Y'all know that I'm big on marketing. I come up with creative ideas at the snap of a finger, unless I'm having a brain fart. And I have been dealing with trying to fix our influencer marketing program for like 3 months because it got so messed up because we gave it to somebody that didn't have expertise in it. So now I have to go. It was through a list of over 100 and something influencers, and 40% of them, matter of fact, 60% of them we had reached out to hadn't followed up. And it's crazy because if in July we reached out to influencers and for some reason we missed a date, instead of trying to go secure them for August instead of July, they reached out to new ones for August and just let the ones for July just sit and not tell them nothing. And then when August missed its deadline, they did the same thing and got new ones for September. So then we have a whole bunch of people that we reached out to and haven't followed up and haven't given direction, or some people got damn contracts that I hadn't approved rates for. It's such a headache. It's such a headache. It is such a headache. When I tell you, I could list 30 influencers. I could tell you the rate that they should be. If they hide in what we know our return is going to be, I could tell you the email to send to them to see if they're willing to negotiate. If they're not willing to negotiate, I could tell you the email to send to them to tell them we decline. Like, it's not this fucking hard. It's not this hard. It is not this fucking hard. When I tell you it is not this fucking hard. You see somebody you're interested in, you get their fucking information, you email them, you ask them their rates, you let them know whether it's a go or not, and then you send them a contract. Then once you send them a contract, you send them product and you start your partnership. It's not that fucking hard. So I could have came in and said I had a recruiter. How about that? I had hired a recruiter. How about I have to go in now because this is my company and I have a lot of pride about what we stand for. I have to go in and look at every single last influencer that has been reached out to that we have not responded back to. So instead of just having 100 people, which I don't think it's 100, but I'm just saying that 100 people out there that we haven't responded to, or 100 people that we done sent the contract to and still didn't follow up and still didn't send product and still didn't do this. It's just the craziest shit ever. It's the craziest shit ever. When I tell you they even contacted somebody that sells their own hair products, that just launched their own hair products. And I am 100% for everybody having their own business, but in our contract it says that you cannot promote a product similar to within a certain amount of days. That is a direct conflict. How the fuck did you think that this was going to work? Why did nobody pay attention? That is like some common sense shit. If somebody sells hair growth oil, that's good for them. I want them to make their money, but why would we hire them to try to sell our hair growth oil? That's some stupid shit. Shit is fucking disgusting. Ugh. I am on number 22 right now. I'm looking at number 22. And how about this? Look how stupid. We have people that support the brand and have been supporting the brand for years that will post for free because they know when they post, they get posted on our page and they get exposure and their pages grow. And we have people who we actually assisted in growing their page, and the motherfucker The motherfucker reached out to the list of people that we already have a great relationship with and put them in contract to pay them. Now you have messed up the thing that we have going with them, this bond that we have where we share their platform in exchange for exposure because we've helped build their page and they have interest in our community, they have interest in our demographic, and we help them offline and now have complicated the whole relationship. Bitch. When I tell you,
I hate when people say,
she's weird, so feel free to say no.
bruh, when I tell you this shit that got so motherfucking messy. And every time I open up the damn documents to try to resolve it, it's always something else.
Why did you say that? I don't know.
They just sent somebody a damn contract that said we gonna pay them $2,400 and the person only charged $700. What?
They think that's beautiful. They don't see color.
no, I think they need to be tested. But when I say it, I'm wrong.
I'm in the team. Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness. It's so exciting.
Of course you did. Zach, can I help you with something?
Yeah, I've just been craving some grape soda all day.
That shit is it's so dumb.
Soon we have that.
It's so dumb, Lord. It's so dumb.
Some of the field mom decide what I should do for my birthday party. I want to have a bar mitzvah. Before you say anything, I know we're not Jewish, but Zach knows a rabbi who's great pushing through conversion, so.
Hold on. So you'd be willing to forsake your own religion to have a party?
Short answer, yes.
Are you listening to this?
Dad, now that I think about it, if I do, you won't have to worry about anyone anymore because when I convert, I'll get
Then
go with either
the other side of it is
Both pretty solid, girl.
they have sent product to just about everybody that they've contacted.
I'm going to the track.
I'm not even mad that I lost out on the product. But now I have to resend product because they sent this girl, one of the girls that we work with, she has a big old bush, right? She wears her hair in a big old bush. They sent her a motherfucking brush to promote. A fucking brush. Why the fuck would you give a Vit brush, a Judy brush to somebody with a fucking afro that you have never seen do a video doing this? And every time you see them with their hair is like this. Like, who the Anyway, all that to say, every single last person on the list got products sent to them. And there's no guarantee that they got the right product sent to them. So I'm trying to get over this, but you have no idea how if I don't value nothing else, bitch, I value my time. And I hate that I'm wasting so much time on something that's fucking so elementary to get done. You just send people some shit. They sent a comedian, which when we deal with comedy, we go straight into the drops because, you know, it's like a universal product. They sent the comedian Vitagrow. And it's a dude. Not saying men can't use that, but the connection to that is not as good as just using drops. Drops is funny. Drops is...
If we were all the same goals, we would learn how this would progress. You weren't born to be, you're born to stand out.
Lemonade Renter's Insurance covers your home putting green.
So this problem came because we had somebody in position that said that they were qualified to do it. And to me, because it's simple, yes, I fired them. Yes, and the fuck I did. Yes, and the fuck I did. Yes. Because I thought this was so simple and I thought this was so easy. Anybody that has a certain kind of title, this is kind of like, this comes with your title. So I gave it to them thinking that it would be handled. But I usually was the person that do this because it don't even take me 30 minutes to do. It don't take me 30 minutes to do. But I'm trying to, this is your job. Bitch and nice, bitch. It's going on. It's been months that I've been trying to fix this. And it's not that I'm incompetent. It's just that it's a certain way you got to do it. Because now Now that I got a list of the people, how about they had 2 other fucking lists that I didn't know about? So it's like, all right, Jesus, we still doing this? Are we still doing this? And then you sending contracts that are not our contracts. You sending contracts that don't have our logo on. You sending contracts that don't have the information for the things that I find important. And you have to put, I feel like you have to put talking points. You have to put, not only the tag for the product, but I also include my tag. Because I feel like if you're going to have people posting, if you can get them to tag 2 different pages and people make a connection to it, that makes way more sense. It's like 2 for 1. Why would you pay 1 for 1? If you could get 2 for 1, bitch, you get 2 for 1.
Get started today. You're gonna go to the bank and you're gonna give me all the money.
So it's definitely giving ghetto. And when I tell you, it's fucking embarrassing because here it is. I'm giving people direction for how to email some of these people back, but then I go into emails and we just emailed them recently something else from what the fuck I just told you to send. It's giving very much junior level. It's giving me very much novice. It's giving me very much you ain't been in business for a while. It's giving me very much I don't know what the fuck they got going on over there, but I don't want to be a part of it. That's what it's giving. No, and how about, I don't think they had a plan to sabotage my business. How about they were just that motherfucking incompetent? They were that fucking incompetent.
So, Junior, if I hear anybody calling you Shlomo or Shmuel or special,
And let me tell you this.
you over and whoever else is saying,
If you're ever hired with me, and there's something that I asked you to do, and you can't do it, I'm okay with the fact that you can't do it. I'm okay with the fact, especially if I can do it. I'm okay with the fact that you can't do it. I'd rather somebody sit within their level of expertise or say that you need some training on it than to act like you know how to do something the fuck you don't know how to do.
Does not sound as fun. No, it does not.
Okay, I have an idea. Why don't we take a black break?
It's giving me very much, they don't care and they have to go. What you mean they have to go? They gone. And listen, it take a lot for me to fire somebody. So this was the ice. It was a lot. But this was a lesson, as a friend of mine says, it's room for opportunity. This is an opportunity to learn. So I've learned that when we are hiring people, that there has to be thorough background checks on what they say and they did before. If you ain't never motherfucking did influencers before and you need to know how to do it, bitch, tell me, I can teach you. Don't sit there and act like you can and you can't. It's really not that hard, but I can walk you through it. And you could, even if you don't stay in this company, you walk away with education at least. But sitting there acting like you know how to do something the fuck you don't know how to do, that is not a thing. Not only that, but I also prefer to personally reach out to certain influencers because we have a relationship. Now you're reaching out to somebody that I have a relationship with. Well, I will negotiate something. Well, if they have something going on, I promote it on the Real BB Judy page. So that way it's like I'm helping you, you helping me. You done reached out to this person and giving them a contract for a few $1,000s. Now it's going to be weird for me to say I can't post you on my page because that was the value that I was bringing in exchange. It's so stupid. When I tell you it's so stupid, it's so stupid. It's so stupid.
what is this mess you doing? This ain't no mess, Pops.
It's so stupid. So stupid. Even down to looking at the people that we spoke to that they want me to consider. They got somebody on here for 30 grand. And listen, I pay for promos, so I don't mind paying 30 grand. But they got somebody on here for 30 grand per post that don't make sense. That we probably can't even get $30 from.
I was trying to support you when I called you at work today, and my call was rerouted to corporate security, and they questioned me for like 30 minutes about my husband's mental state.
Weird. It's called myself.
Oh, Dre, what happened at work today?
So I have my own list.
Failed to fully grasp the irony of my pitch, so we mutually decided
I have my own list that I started that we reached out to. I think it was like 20 people as we clean this other list up. But some of the things that have been done cannot be fixed, meaning once you pull somebody over to the side of influencing to where they're getting a certain rate, there is no going back to the barter. There is no going back to, like a bitch.
What are you wearing? Whatever issues you are working through, you need to get over them. Now, okay?
Yeah, it's not a mess. It's a whole mess. It's not a mess. It's a whole mess. It's a whole entire mess. When I tell you mess is,
I'm just not quite sure what it is yet.
I realize how difficult it must be to feel like
I ain't gonna lie,
but it's also important for you to hold on
because a lot of people don't even realize that when situations like this happen, honestly, you can sue the person, right? Like, you really can sue the person for misrepresentation, right? The issue with suing people is if they do not even have, if they don't possess the amount of assets for what you're suing them for, you now are spending money on a lawyer for nothing. You are now spending money on a lawyer for nothing. So suing them does what? It does nothing. So then it's just like you just eat it, take it, and move on.
Boy wants to hold the move. You can't be mad at him for that. Hey, how the hell did you keep it real with us when we were shut? Keep it honest.
Right. So anyway, just checking people's references. That's what I'll say. Checking people's references. Really doing a background check. Making sure they are who they say they are. Just like, y'all ever seen that thing that went viral, that lady that was doing sign language at like a press conference, and she really wasn't doing sign language, it was more like gang signs or something. Did y'all see that? That's what this giving me. This giving me very much so like the lady that was acting like she was qualified to do sign language. That's what this giving me.
Should reflect the life that you want, not the life you have.
Are you over 50
That's what this giving me.
to get up to 33% more income in retirement?
So
Then call now.
I'm just thankful that I can honestly say that we did not have to have influencers to be able to sustain a business. We still have great business. I'm grateful for having large platforms to be able to promote our product on. But I prefer to do influencers 12 months out of the year, all fucking 12, and just being strategic about who you use, what month, what product you give to what person, and the length of the partnership. If you know you're just using somebody, if you know you're using somebody for content and they have a good price, but they're not really going to help, like they don't have a platform with customers that'll come over to you and purchase, but they do great content. Those people, if they rate it right, they good to have for a long time because you get great content from them and they have a good rate. But if you have somebody like that doesn't have a good rate, they're not good for me because it's not beneficial in the magnitude of us getting a return on our investment. So I'm very specific about how I pick people because I don't want for somebody to walk away and feel like they got cheated, and I don't want to walk away to feel like I got cheated. So we like to work with people that do have great content, are reasonably priced, understand how the business works. If they understand that, you probably get pulled in for a campaign or two, you might do something, and just kind of understand how the business goes outside of just, hey, we're posting, That's what I prefer. That's what I'm an influencer. Like, I don't mind using those people, but we have people that are gung-ho, kaleidoscope supporters, creative and content that's quality worthy. Reach out to them. Why is y'all reaching out to people that follow every other hair company but us? Like, I don't mind pulling in new people, but why don't we pull on our supporters first? Why don't we pay our supporters first? Why don't we... That's crazy. Anyway, I got a meeting that I need to be in, so I'm gonna come back on here. I'm trying to not come back on here venting. I'm gonna come back on here and talk to y'all later. So.
Again, thank you for viewing. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be sure to see you in the next video.